59 for 5. Well, in isolation, 59 if you're chasing maybe 120 and you're 1 wicket down could be all right. But 59 for 5, chasing 187. We're not here to discuss whether or not Zimbabwe will get there, but perhaps just what they can get out of this tournament, and good to see a couple of boundaries and their fans enjoying it in the stands. India pretty much sealed the game in the last 5 overs, 79 runs. I've got Ashish Nehra alongside in Cricbuzz Comm Box. You were the most optimistic of all of us sitting out there saying, yep, we're going to get a big one. But I think even your estimate was exceeded by Sky.
Yeah, see, last 3 overs, the way Surya Kumar Yadav batted, I mean, again, he has shown what he can do. But still, when you talk about a ground like Melbourne, 187, too many runs, and once you scored 187, and here you're talking about India versus Zimbabwe. Miracles do happen, but if this game was India versus England, India versus New Zealand, a different ball game, even if other team lose 1 or 2 wickets, you will hope, or the bowling team will still feel that they can come from anywhere. But here there's a big gap between these two teams, so I don't think so. Once India scored 187, Zimbabwe had any chance, and on top of that, you're talking about losing 3 wickets in first few overs. Game is done and dusted.
How much of those first few overs was about the prodigious swing that both Ashdeep and Bhuvaneshwar were getting, and how much was the fact that it was also scoreboard pressure?
The scoreboard pressure is there, but see, even if, let's say, India would have scored 147, 157, but when you talk about swing, when you talk about Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Ashdeep Singh, first thing comes to your mind is swing. Whenever ball is moving, they are more than handy, there's no doubt about it. And once again, one thing is swing, but the second thing is good line and length. It's not that they are only moving the ball, but they are moving the ball from good areas. Even if you are 130 bowler, if it's swinging from good areas, these big grounds, they can be nightmare for any batter. And see, going into semi-final, when you talk about somebody like Ashdeep, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, new ball bowlers, India is right on top.
Yeah, also, I mean, they would like to, there was a situation if the score was a little less, you maybe want to get your earlier bowlers back. They brought in Ashwin. You probably want to look at all your options for different situations. 12 runs Ashwin has gone for his only over, but I'm sure Rohit Sharma will want to keep rotating the bowlers and give everybody a chance to get into the wickets.
Yeah, but see, you can give chance to everyone, but Ravichandran Ashwin is the key. Senior pro in the team, he is someone who has just got back into T20 or when you talk about white ball cricket, he's not someone who has done really, really well, although he has the potential. That's why he's there. There's no doubt about it. So Ravichandran Ashwin, I would like to see that if Rohit Sharma can give him 4 overs, doesn't matter, he gives 5 runs extra, 10 runs extra. But if he picks 1 or 2 wickets, it will be definitely good for Team India as well as Ravichandran Ashwin going into the semi-finals. You never know if he bowls, 2 overs, another over goes for 10 runs, you are 2 overs, 22, don't pick any wicket. So even a guy like Ravichandran Ashwin, who is so experienced, goes into semi-finals, you might feel little, more pressure as it is a semi-final. So it will be key for Rohit Sharma and India if Ravichandran Ashwin can do well, and more importantly, if he can bowl 4 overs.
The only name you didn't see on that bowling list, because it was the figures for the first 10 overs, was that of Akshar Patel, and he has come on to bowl the 11th over. So Rohit Sharma clearly is making sure he uses all his bowling resources before, I guess, towards the end of the innings, finishing off with Bhuvi and Arshdeep and Shami, who's also looked good with his 2 wickets.
Yeah, I mean, see, Akshar Patel is also very important part when you talk about, 6 bowling option. And mind you, next game, India wins this game, next game will be against England. In Adelaide, where sides are smaller boundaries. So more of the reason, these 2 spinners, it's not going to be easy for them there, but these 2 spinners will definitely looking for some more confidence. And Akshar Patel is one of them. 1 or 2 games, especially against Pakistan, didn't go his way, but he's a capable bowler in any condition. So it will be great to see, fast bowlers, leave those 3 fast bowlers plus Hardik Pandya. Next 4 or 5 overs, I don't think Zimbabwe is anywhere in the game. Next 4 or 5 overs, you should look to give only Ravichandran Ashwin and Akshar Patel and give them confidence for semi-finals.
Well, that's what we'll look out to see if Rohit Sharma does. In terms of the actual target, it looks well beyond Zimbabwe's reach. I know we talk about miracles, but the gulf just seems to be there, as Ashish Nehra just said. That's all we have on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Just how big the margin is of victory, not that it impacts where India will finish. We'll talk about that at the end.